Hello and welcome to a new colouring tutorial. Now I wasn't going to do another tutorial on this page, but I've had quite a few requests to show how I coloured the butterflies, and also the black metal bits that are on the door. I'm not sure what they're called. They're possibly door hinges. So I'll just quickly show those first, and then I'll move on to the butterflies. Okay, so for these door hinges, what I'm doing is I've just got the black Prismacolor and I'm putting like kind of a light layer all over, but I'm leaving some little highlighted bits on the top, just where the light would catch that edge and it would create a shine. So my light's kind of coming from the top right, so I'm leaving a little bit of a shine on that side, just this side of the little peak, because the left side wouldn't catch the light but the right side would. And then just on that little bit there, just that very top little bit, I'll just like leave a shiny little bit there, and then I'm just colouring the rest in, but not really heavily. And then on this bit there'll just be just a little highlight across the top there. And just a tiny little highlight on that one. And then on this curved bit I'm leaving the highlight on the right hand side, just on this part, and then as it curves round there won't be a highlight there, just kind of on that little bit there. I'm just adding a bit more colour, and then I'm going to go over it with the blender. So I'm just blending that in so it isn't absolutely jet black, because we don't want it absolutely jet black on this part. Okay, now I've sharpened the black, and I'm going to make the bottom edge jet black, so I'm just this side here on the bottom edge. and then the bottom edge of this part. So all the parts to the left, like all the left hand sides, because the light's on the right, so anything that's on the left hand side, like here, and the bottom underneath, so like here, that's where we had the dark bits. And then I'm also going to make those little nails dark as well. Then with the white pencil, I'm going to go over the little highlights and kind of blend those in a little bit. Okay, so now for the butterflies, I used black on the middle and black on these 4 pieces here, and then black on these little bits here, and also black on the very edge here and the very edge here. But no, when I did the other ones, I shouldn't have done the black first, I should have done the colour first, because I did the black first and then when I came to do the yellow, it was grabbing some of the black from the edges and it was mixing in, so I shouldn't have done it that way. So this time I'm going to do the coloured parts first and the black parts last. So I'm starting off with the Crimson Lake, and I was pressing fairly hard to the middle on these parts, so really red towards the middle and then fade it out, and this bit was also red and then fade it out like this, and then the same on this side. Just remember not to colour these parts that were wanting black. Just kind of feather that out to nothing. And then with the Spanish orange, I just coloured the rest in like this. So I'll go around all the bits that I want to leave black, and then just fairly with quite a bit of pressure, just blend that into that red there. And then I think, yeah, this was also yellow. Now all the butterflies are a little bit different. This one here doesn't seem to have an edge piece, so I won't have a black edge on this. This will just be yellow. And then that yellow and that red just makes a lovely orange colour in the middle. And then I'm just colouring those tiny little dots in with the yellow. Now with the black, I'm colouring the middle in. I'm going around the edge, just leave a little white part in the middle so it looks shiny. And then around the edges of this part, and then along the little lines, and then that just leaves that looking shiny. For the little antennas, I just totally coloured them in black. And then for these parts, I did the same again, go around the outside, and then just get lighter and lighter towards the middle. But kind of because the light's coming from the top right, I'm going to have a highlighted bit more towards the top right. So they won't all be exactly the same because they're all like positioned differently. So you see that how the highlights more towards the top right. So we've got a smaller amount of black at this side and a larger amount of black at this side. And then for this one, go around the edge. And we'll make our highlight more towards the top right like this. And I think the highlight's a little bit too big. So if I go over it with the white, I'll start with the highlight and then move out into the black. And it'll kind of darken the highlight a little bit. And I know it's kind of greyed a lot of it out, but I can get that black back by adding more black back in like that. And then the highlight's a little bit smaller. And not quite as harsh. Like tones the highlight down a little bit. And then the edges, I'm just colouring them in black and then just leaving a couple of little highlights on some of them. And then this top edge, again colouring it in black and leaving a slight, very slight highlight to the edge. And then I accidentally coloured it in, but I'll do it on this one. I've made the tiniest little highlight at the top. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up. And then these are just coloured in just solid black basically, but you do need a fairly sharp point. Okay, so that's the butterflies. Now that one actually turned out better than the other ones, I think, probably because I put the colour down first before the black. So that's the other ones. Now the top one's a bit of a mess, this one here, and the reason is I actually coloured that in blue first of all, but it didn't stand out. It just did not stand out at all. I used these colours here that's in this border, and then I just decided I did this one and I really liked it, and this one was blue, so then I ended up like erasing that and then going over it with the red and the yellow, and that's why it's quite messy. But it looks okay on camera. It looks worse in real life. Doesn't look so bad on camera. Okay, so that's the butterflies. And I'm hoping that they'll stand out more when I've finished, because I'm going to add some shadows underneath them and that'll help them stand out even more. But I just haven't got to that part yet. I'll be doing that at the end. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and the next video will just be the finale. It'll just be the speed painting of the whole thing. And I've got more videos planned after that. I've got 2 new colouring book hauls. I'm going to do my finished pages. I'm going to do my full colouring book collection, because I did these videos on my other channel, but I want to redo them again for this channel, because this is just solely just for colouring book work. And I've also changed the channel name. It was called Relaxing Art Videos. Didn't really think it was really appropriate for just a colouring channel, so I've changed the name of the channel to Rebecca's Colouring Videos. And then another one that I'm currently working on is one from the Creative Haven Summer Scenes. So I'm doing that with watercolour pencils. so that one will also be coming up in the next week or so. Okay, so thanks very much for watching.